Names are curious things. We all have one, and for anything that lacks one, we search for it or invent it. They are a confirmation of existence. Yet, it is ironic that the very thing that defines our identity is not something we choose for ourselves. My parents named me Luis Arturo. They wanted me to be named after my father. That was their only motivation. It is strange. So much effort put into a name, only to, in the end, maintain a constant distance. My father never abandoned me. He always looked out for me, but we didn't live together. I saw him once a month, or sometimes a whole year would pass without us meeting. When we were together, he called me Luis Arturo, or son, never nicknames, never diminutives, full, formal names, as if physical distance required an equally distant language, as if saying my full name was a way of making sure I was still real, that I was still his, even when I wasn't there. He wanted us to be the same through names, but we were separate by everything else. Sometimes I wonder if he also carries the shadow of someone who wants him to be their reflection. For years, when anyone asked why I was named Dad, I say, because of my dad, as if that explained everything, as if a name could replace a conversation. Today, I like my name. It isn't burden, nor a pint of pride, but it is mine. It was in school where names were transformed and nicknames became an art form. Since there were 3 Luis in my class, we call each other by our last names. It was practical, impersonal system. But I remember the girl I like used to call me by my full name, Luis Arturo. She said it deliberately, as she were choosing me out of the crowd. It made me feel seen in a way I couldn't quite define. It was attention, but it was also exposure. Then came my nicknames. Popcorn and Fridays. Popcorn was born on the stairs because of my curly frizzy hair. At first, I hated it. It reminded me that I didn't fit in, that I was the weird one. Fridays came later, a gift for a friend because of my last name started with Frey. Fridays sounded like a character with a story, like familiarity and affection. Where I come from, nicknames baptize you for what you do or how you look. There's no protocol. Someone says it, others repeat it, and suddenly you are someone else. Finally, there are the names we choose for ourselves. Usernames, online profiles. Those are the realest ones. Ones reveal intention, the other merely inheritance. Before arriving at Lytharius, I went through many. Leon after my favorite director, Making of Moi to talk about cinema, Mr. Luis, functional but cold. I considered Sisypho for Camus on the absurd, but nothing felt complete. I chose Lytharius because it reminds me of the sky. I don't know if the word exists or if I invented it by mixing sounds. But when I read it, I feel space and freedom. The sky is vast and doesn't judge. Lytharius doesn't carry anyone else's expectations. It wasn't given to me to make me like someone else, nor to mock me, nor out of habit, It is mine because it says who I want to be, not who others expect me to become. Luis Arturo is history and family. Fridays is belonging and affection. Lytharius is intention and the future. They are layers of the same person. In the end, names serve to close the gap between our vision of the world and the world's vision of us. A name can be a barrier, or it can feel like your own skin. Perhaps my father gave me his name because he didn't know how to share anything else. A name is not a person, but sometimes it is the closest thing we have to the bridge. It is fascinating that something so small can contain so much. Distance and closeness, imposition and freedom. When we name something, it's because it matters. May yours be nothing less than what you deserve.